What's up, YouTube? Timos here. Here is my opening slash streaming segment where I talk about the films and series that are coming out this week, when they'll be there, streaming, etc. Alright, the films coming out this week. Now, in wide release, we do got Jason Reitman's Saturday Night, which got limited release like September. Is going wide this week, which I cannot wait for. Like, Saturday Night, the trailers, of course, has looked great. You got Jason Reitman, who I think is a fabulous filmmaker. The story about the first broadcast of SNL piques my interest. Everything about this looks interesting, sounds intriguing, so I'm looking forward to seeing it. All right. Also out, we got maybe one of my anticipated horror films. Is of course Terrifier 3. This time around, after surviving Art the Clown's Halloween massacre, Sienna and her brother struggle to rebuild their shattered lives as the holiday season approaches. They try to embrace the Christmas spirit and leave the horrors of the past behind. However, just when they think they're safe, Art returns, determined to turn their holiday cheers into a nightmare. It's an opportunity to not release this thing around November or December, but I'm definitely excited for it nonetheless. Art the Clown is literally become my new favorite horror figure. It, I've been hearing lots of people walking out from this, getting sick and stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm all for it. So I can always see this when it comes out. All right, also out, we got the Donald Trump film, The Apprentice, starring Sebastian Stan as Donald Trump. Now, if you guys don't know much about this, it's set during the early years of Trump's business career. The film focuses on the relationship of Trump and Roy Cohn, a New York City prosecutor known for his work with Senator Joseph McCarthy during the second Red Scare. Now, of course, you got the likes of Sebastian Stan, Maria Bakalova, Jeremy Strong. The trailer for this has looked really decent. I mean, I'm not trying to get any political stuff, but yeah, this actually looks better than any Trump documentaries. That this definitely looks better than that visitating Trump or whatever. So I'm not gonna lie, I'll definitely give this one a go. And just around election season, so perfect timing, I guess. All right, also out we got the for. Oh, and by the way, speaking of for one we do got Piece by Piece, but there's also I forgot to write this down really. Also coming out this week is a wide release of the Christopher Reeve documentary Super Slash Man, the Christopher Reeve story. That mostly got like a fam events release back in September. It's going more nationwide this week, so keep your eye out for that. Also out, we got Piece by Piece, which is the Pharrell Williams documentary. Lego Bricks tells his life story of singer slash songwriter and recording producer Pharrell Williams from his childhood in Virginia to his success in the music and fashion industry. I'm all for this. I mean, we haven't really seen the Lego movies since 2019's Lego sequel. I'm really hope we get more Legos down the line because the Lego movies has been really terrific. So I'm definitely looking forward to see this because it's like a new Lego movie. So I'm all for it. All right. Also out for all you Hero Academia fans, we got My Hero Academia. You're next. Sorry if I mispronounced this name. Azuku Madara, a UA high school student who aspires to be the best hero as he can be, confronts a villain who imitates the hero he once admired. Again, I don't really watch My Hero Academia, so I can't really comment on that. So if you're a fan of My Hero Academia, good news, the movie comes out this week. All right, also out we got the A24 film We Live in Time, directed by Brooklyn director John Crowley, starring Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh. Elmont and Tobias are brought together by a surprise encounter that changes their lives as they embark on each moment of their unconventional love story. And the trailer for this looks interesting. I mean, it's crazy to believe how this movie actually got made. Like, this movie really came to be when Andrew Garfield and Florence Pugh presented at the Oscars, you know, a year prior. That's literally how this movie came to be. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to seeing nonetheless. You got Andrew Garfield, who's great. Florence Pugh is always terrific. So I'm gonna try to see this when it comes out. All right, now on streaming, we got Lonely Planet coming to Netflix, which stars Liam Hemsworth and Laura Dern, where at a retreat in Morocco, a woman meets a young man whose acquaintanceship evolves into an intoxicating, life-altering love affair. Now this actually looks interesting. I of course do like Liam Hemsworth when he actually tries. Laura Dern's pretty good, so hopefully it's a good one. Alright, you also got a film called Uprising coming to Netflix. In the Joseon Destiny, two friends who grew up together, one the master and one the servant, reunite post-war as enemies as opposing sides. That could be interesting, I guess. All right, on Apple, we got the last of the Sea Woman. We're on the shores of Jeju Island. A fierce group of South Korean divers fight to save their vanishing culture from looming threats. That's of course a documentary coming to Apple. On Hulu, now this one looks intriguing. Mr. Crockett, which is pretty much like if it's pretty much Freddy Krueger meets Mr. Rogers. Here's what it's about. In 1997, a mysterious children's show host Mr. Crockett magically emerges from television sets to kidnap kids, brilliantly slaying their parents in the process. After Mr. Crockett snatches her son, one determined mother embarks on a perilous quest to track down the demonic entertainer and rescue her child. This looks really cool. I mean, it looks very creepy here. Looks interesting. I didn't really knew about this movie until like I saw the preview and stuff like that. I'm all for this. This could be interesting to check out. All right, on Max, Dylan O'Brien, who's of course in playing Dan Aykroyd in Saturday Night. He's also in another film out this week on Max called Kato Lake, produced by M. Night Shyamalan, where an 8-year-old girl mysteriously vanishes. A series of past steps and disappearances start to link together, forever altering a broken family's history. And this thing does look really interesting. Looks pretty looks like there's gonna be some twists and turns around. So I'm all for this. Hopefully, I mean it's produced by M. Night Shyamalan, so might have a twist there. On Shudder, we got Daddy's Head, where a boy and his widowed stepmother finds themselves in fear for their lives after they are visited by an unexplainable creature, which appears to mimic the boy's recently deceased father. This does look really creepy, and Shudder has been making some good stuff lately, so hopefully this is a good one. Or we also got Seven Cemeteries, which stars Danny Trejo and also Efren Ramirez, who you might know as Pedro from Napoleon Dynamite. This movie is, of course, directed by John Gallagher, who gave us movies like Feast and Piranha DD. A recent parole gets a Mexican witch who resurrect his old posse so they can help him save a woman's ranch from a ruthless drug lord. You of course got Danny Trejo. I like Danny Trejo, so I'm all for seeing this one. All right, we also got a movie called Rumors, directed by Guy Madden, who did that Hell Mirror movie Golda last year. Now this is like if Wes Anderson directed a horror film. This is what you get. Here's what it's about. It stars Kate Blanchett, who needs a hit after Borderlands. Leaders of the world's wealthiest democracies gather for an annual G7 summit to draft a professional statement regarding a global crisis. They soon become spectacles of incompetence, contending with increasingly surreal obstacles as night falls in the midst woods, and they realize they are suddenly alone. You also got Numer Pace, Charles Dance. This looks like it'd be really interesting to check out, so hopefully it's a good one. We also got a film called My Home Unknown, which follows Mina, a gifted artist experiencing homelessness who loses the last thing she loves, her dog. She is forced to battle through a downward spiraling journey of mental health crisis to find home. This does sound very, very interesting to check out. We got a film called Cash Storm, where bank robbers crash their getaway cars in the path of a tornado, and all the money gets sucked into a funnel cloud. That could be interesting to check out. sounds like that heist, that one heist film that came out, that Storm, whatever, that director Fast and Furious did. What's it called? Into the Storm or it wasn't Interest. It was something. It was like a heist movie set in a tornado or something. It was terrible to be honest. So not really memorable. We also got a film called Heart of a Servant, where Father Edward J. Flanagan is a familiar name to many Americans, often for the Oscar-winning 1938 film starring Spencer Tracy about Flanagan's groundbreaking child welfare organization. But the story extends far beyond that to a man whose name, the legacy are still well known as far as Germany and Japan. So yeah, could be interesting to see. We got another documentary here called Average Joe, where a Marine who it's not a documentary, my bad. Where a Marine who becomes a high school coach takes legal stand to defend freedom and religious liberty to everyone. So this is of course a religious Christian film, so it'll be cool, I guess. Oh, we got something called Dusty Stones, where two struggling country music singers from the tiny African kingdom of Eswatini, formerly known as Switzerland, are unexpectedly invited to record their songs in Nashville, Tennessee, and compete in the Texas Battle of the bands. The cousins journeys to the heart of country music, determined to turn their careers around. That could be interesting. We got a film called Bonus Track, which stars Josh O'Connor, who was just in Challengers. Where in 2006, and George, a small town 16-year-old. This movie was actually shot a couple years ago, by the way. So you can definitely tell because Josh O'Connor looks a little younger in this than he did in Challengers. It's where George, a small town 16-year-old, is on the road to complete social and economic failure. His dreams of being a star knows he's a gifted musician, but no one else determined to agree. So when Max, the son of a mega famous musical duo, enrolls at his school and takes interest in his music, George can't believe it neither. Can anyone else? But as the boys grow closer, George begins to question why he actually wants to spend time with Max. George is faced with a potential dream come true if he can just figure out what that dream now really is. And this does look intriguing. I mean, Josh O'Connor is also going to be in the upcoming Glass Onion. He's actually a really terrific actor, so I'm glad to see him branching out more here. So this I don't know could be interesting. All right. Also at this week we got a film called Dominique, with Dominic Sender, an expert assassin, spy, and killer, is on the run from a deadly danger, but not from whom you expect. That's probably gonna be terrible. We got a film titled Chosen Family, which stars Heather Graham, Julia Stiles, Thomas Lennon, John Brotherton. We're a yoga teacher and cannot escape her manic family, miserable dating life, and insist inability to say no, leaving for constantly trying to fix anyone else's problem. And that I saw the preview for that. That looks terrible. I like Heather Graham, but she's been doing like she doesn't do movies like Austin Powers, Spy Who Shagged Me, or Boogie Nights anymore. She always does like these. Lately, you always see her doing these like not so great home to video type stuff. So it's a shame because I've always liked Heather Graham, but it is what it is, I guess. We also got a movie called Bad Genius, which stars Benedict Wong, obviously Wong from the MCU, Jabari Banks, who of course plays Will Smith on the new Bel Air on Peacock. Bad Genius is a high stakes, high octane thriller about a diverse group of students who teams up to fight a system of injustice and inequality and take down the rigged economic institutions around them. Now, I saw the preview for this. This does look intriguing. So I'll probably give that one to go down the line. We got a movie called The Silent Hour, which is directed by The Core and Session 9 director Brad Anderson, starring Joe Kinnaman, Mark Strong, and Mekhi Phifer. A Boston detective returns to duty after an injury leaves him with a permanent hearing loss. What's it with Joe Kinnaman playing someone who has a hearing loss? Silent Night, Silent Hour. I mean, I don't think these are connected, obviously, but hopefully it's better than Silent Night. But tasked with interpreting for a deaf witness to a brutal gang murder, they find themselves quarantined in a soon-to-be condemned apartment building, where the killers try to eliminate her. And the preview for this, I saw the preview for this. Could be interesting. I like Joe Kinnaman, but I also thought Silent Night looked good too, and that was terrible. So hopefully this is better than Silent Night, but we'll see. Alright, we also got The Property, which stars Victoria Justice from Victoria's fame, and Dermot Mulroney from who was just in Scream. In it, suspecting their reclusive neighbor is a serial killer, three tenants in a building break into his apartment only to uncover a hidden fortune is stolen. Their discovery soon turns into a nightmare as they become ensnared in a sadistic game of survival where every corner hides a new horror. I saw the preview for this. I'll probably watch this because of Victoria Justice in it. But yeah, the trailer looks terrible. But I'll probably give this a go anyway. Alright, we also got Mafia Wars, which stars Tom Welling. An ex-con gets released early from prison, only to be forced into an undercover unit of 6 men, and his first day, the other 5 are killed. Now he must face the men who was tasked to spy on him. It's such a shame Tom Welling doesn't do hardly anything watchable anymore. I mean, obviously, we always know him from Smallville fame. I still remember him when he was in Cheaper by a Dozen, that Fog remake. But yeah, it seems like lately he hasn't really done like it was cool seeing him pop up as Clark in on the CW recent but yeah he doesn't do as much as he used to do. Like it was cool seeing him in Lucifer as well, but yeah, I wish he could make a huge comeback. But anyway. Oh, and we also got Hellboy the Crooked Man, which actually comes digital this week. I'll probably watch it when I get a chance to. It's probably gonna be terrible. I'm probably gonna regret it, but I'm all for it. But we'll say. All right. Now on the TV front, we got the Menendez brothers coming to Netflix. Now, not to be confused with the Munster one. This is actually a documentary about the true crime story of Eric and Lon Menendez, who were found guilty of burning their parents and remain in prison. There could be a good chance that they might actually come out by Christmas, which interesting. Like there's supposed to be some new cases. I mean, I think the new season of Munster is helping shed light on what happened to them and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting if they actually get out in December, but we'll see. All right, on Amazon we got Killer Cake, which this actually looks like it could be interesting. It's hosted by horror veteran Matthew Lillard from Scream fame, with of course Danielle Harris playing as a judge, along with artist and cook author Nikki Alvarez. And it's one of a kind competition show where bakers are with terrifying skills attempt to win some of the most frightening challenges ever produced on television. Contestants will work with the best horror special effects artists in Hollywood to unleash their twisted imaginations and create cakes so disgusting, so disturbing, and so realistic it's the stuff of nightmares. Not gonna lie, those cakes actually do look pretty good there. So I'm all for this. I mean, I'm always down for a new baking type game show, and you got Matthew Lillard as a host. Sign me up there. So this could be interesting. All right, on Amazon we got Citadel Diana, which is like a spin-off, if you will, of that terrible Citadel show, which was awful. We got La Maquina coming to Hulu, which stars Gail Garcia Bernal and Diego Luna and Isaac Gonzalez when like aging boxer Esteban La Maquina Osono loses a Povo match. His manager tries to revitalize uh, revitalize his career by setting up a rematch. That could be interesting. All right, on Peacock we got Teacup, which this is of course produced by James Wan. On an isolated ranch in rural Georgia, several people are forced together to face a mysterious threat. Now, this stars Ivan Shavosky and Scott Speedman, so the preview for this looks intriguing. So hopefully it's a good one. We got Tomb Raider: Legend of Lara Croft, where it takes place after the 2013 and 18 Tomb Raider reboot trilogy. It of course fills the gap of the Tomb Raider timeline, bridging the reboot trilogy of the original series of games. Now, this is, of course, a new anime series. It, of course, stars Haley Atwell. The trailer for this looks intriguing. Obviously, we've already had Tomb Raider adaptations before, with the Angelina Jolie one, as well as the Alicia Vikander one. Supposed to be getting one for Amazon. Hopefully, that could be good. But this could be interesting to see. We also got Outer Banks Season 4 Part 1 comes to Netflix. Of course, Part 2 premieres next month. I tried watching Outer Banks, not really for me. I know it does have fans, so there's that. We also got Disclaimer coming to Apple Plus, which of course has Afonso Cuarón. A famed documentary journalist discovers she is the prominent character in the novel that reveals a secret she has tried to keep hidden. And it stars the likes of Cate Blanchett, Kevin Kline, Sacha Baron Cohen. It looks intriguing. Definitely. It's supposed to be based on a book, I believe. Never really heard of the book, but I'm all for this. You got Afonso Cuarón, who I wonder if he's going to do another film. Like, hasn't really done a film since like Roma, but anyway. Of course, you got Cate Blanchett, who nice to see her literally in 2 projects this week. I mean, she needs something better after Borderlands, right? So hopefully this is a good one. You got Kevin Kline, who I think is always great. Hopefully it's good, but we'll see. But that's pretty much it there. Let me let you guys. Which of these films or series are you interested in? Are you interested in Terrifier 3, The Apprentice, Saturday Night, Killer Cake, Disclaimer? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is